Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today we're making farfalline with olives and sun-dried tomatoes, okay? Now, they want 1/4 of a cup of thin sliced garlic, which is going to be a lot of garlic. So, I'm going to be starting this before I do anything else. This is going to take me forever to do. And if my hands look a little stained, I was out in the yard yesterday. I finished the kitchen. I did not want to clean it. And then I had to head out to the yard and start clearing up the ground. I had this big plant growing next to the rosemary that took me, I think, an hour and a half. Ripping it, clipping it, and it's like a tree next to it. And getting that root out took me forever. About half a day to do yesterday. And the reason you didn't see me was because we were eating leftovers. And I still have leftovers, a lot of leftovers. And we're clearing them up. So I hope all of you had a wonderful couple of days and enjoying the weather. They said it's going to rain again today, so I'll be stuck inside. So I'm thinking about making another different muffin, showing you just the different things you can do. And it will be, I think, blueberry coconut muffins. Don't worry, I'll get back into the biscuits and other stuff. I'm just showing you how you can make such a variety of them. And they're such a nice snack to have. I don't think that's 1/4 of a cup, believe you me. I had some unusual thoughts when I woke up. It's like I look over my life. And in my life, I became aware of a lot of things. Didn't like what I was learning, but I learned. Because when I was growing up, before Jane Fonda opened her big mouth, we were taught to be very careful. Oh, there he goes again. To be very careful with who you date. Try not to have sex before marriage. And if you did get pregnant, there was going to be a shotgun wedding. And you stayed together for the children. And I remember the women's movement, Jane Fonda's movement, I should call it, the crap that she did, and the destruction of the family. There was no more sacrifice for the family and the stability of the children. I remember the conversations that there were ways, if you're going to have sex, there's ways of preventing from having children. They had condoms, and they used to be in all the public bathrooms for men, you know, to make sure that if you do it, there wasn't a child that was going to be out of wedlock. My parents got a divorce. I learned a lot of things in a very fast crash course. It was no longer for the sake of the family, it was your own thing. And that's what it came down to. No sacrificing, but always for self-gratification. And what did you want? There's no reason, none at all, to get pregnant unless you choose to. There are enough things to prevent pregnancy, so you shouldn't worry. They had it then, and I saw 4 of my girlfriends get pregnant. And one, the mother made her get an abortion. Another one made her daughter go through the pregnancy and said, "You will raise it." And I will not have pardon the term, but we're talking about, you know, back then. I will not have a Spix child, half-breed. And so she was going to have to raise her child by herself. I had another one who had a shotgun wedding. You see, I went through all of them. And what was the other one? There were 4 of them. Each one was different, and one was through a divorce. She got pregnant during her parents' divorce, and I saw how these children were, and I was one. During that time of anger and everything else, my father sitting, and I even saw my girlfriend's father do the same thing. Just because your mother and I don't love each other anymore doesn't mean that we don't love you. Yeah, but you conceived her, or the child. So that child, and I can speak, you don't feel loved. You really don't. And then your parents have 2 different ways of living. The mother feels like a loose woman. She can do what she wants. You have daughters, they're looking at you. And the rebellion comes in. Okay, is there anything else I have to chop? I want them pitted. Well, let's see if we can get these pitted. All right, we've got 1/4 of a cup. I think this is 1/4 of a cup. So I learned a lot. It was hard, but I found selfishness. And I learned that my mother and father weren't any better. They were just older and making the same stupid mistakes. Nope, that's not a cup. We still got some more garlic to chop. Oh, we're getting close to it. I learned to have, I have more garlic I have to do. I learned I didn't have much respect for my parents at that point. They pretty much left me on my own. My mother, feeling her new oats as a single woman, trying to manipulate everything. Nobody understanding. It's a rocky road. So I understand. Broken family, children are left on their own. Mommy says I have to go to work. Does she? What was funny is most of the time, it wasn't the men that wanted the divorce. It was the women when I knew it. I don't know how it is today, if men are as fast to get a divorce as the women were yesterday. Matter of fact, I don't even think I want to know. But I know a lot of problems come with a divorce. That's why I say, thank God I'm old. I wouldn't want to be young today. It was hard enough in my time. I didn't have to depend upon computers. I wasn't a latchkey child. I had some stability until that crap started in the 60s. Alright, that should give me a full, yeah. Now I have a quarter cup. Okay, I'm going to put garlic, get the bag back out again. Where did I put it? Oh. You want Caliente olives? We're just taking care of some of the prepping we have to do. Now, how much of this do you want? Oh, I don't even know if I have that much in here. Do you want them whole or what, chopped? Pitted. Oh, good. They are pitted. That's going to save me some time. Okay. They want 1 cup. Okay, I'm going to pat these dry because they're really, really oily. And with as much as I'm going to put in this. Okay. I just want to get some of the oil off of them. This will not get all the oil off, but it'll just drain the excess off, and that's all I'm doing. Of course, I'm sure some people say, why? It's too much. Okay, we got 1 cup of that. Okay, what else do I have to do? Well, all right, you want 8 ounces? All right, this we're gonna have to cut up and put it in a small bowl. All right, you're gonna need mozzarella. And they want 8 ounces. All right, they want it cut in into small pieces. All right. So I'm going to make small cubes. I think that'd be the best to do. And because it's cold, it should be easier to work with. What am I going to have with this? I am going to have cube steaks done today. I haven't decided how I want to season them yet. I'm still working on that. I figured I'd go ahead and get this done first. Well, I told my sons I want my ice cream maker down. I found a pina colada ice cream, which is better known. Well, mine will have liquor in it, I think. But the one you see in the store is called pineapple coconut or coconut pineapple. Or get that done. 3/4 of a cup. Okay. Well, I have the garlic in one. Let me see if I can get it out. All right, they want 3/4 of a cup of chopped walnuts. I know we're collecting bowls, aren't we? We got the cheese, we got the garlic. Now they want 3/4 of a cup of walnuts. Coarsely chopped? Just chopped. So I don't think they want them real fine. You know what? Well, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. I know every old person watching this would say, don't do that, your teeth will come out. That's because they have weak gums. And they've lost a lot of their minerals in the jawline, so the roots aren't supported. That's why their teeth are loose. That's why they get dentures. I happen to like my teeth. So I think they want these coarsely chopped, which means another bowl. You see how these bowls are heading up before we even get started with this. So I'm going to be doing some baking today after cleaning. What am I going to do? I'm going to dirty my kitchen up. I want to clean the oven. It's a self-cleaning oven, but because of the wiring in this house, I won't be able to do it today because of the rain. I'll have to wait. But I'll get it done on a sunny day. Be out in the yard. I decided I'm going to make a sourdough crust over for Sunday and have pizza. So I think that'll be nice. I'm finally going to go and make a sourdough crust. I'll start it Saturday morning so we can have it on Sunday. Okay, 3/4 of a cup of walnuts. Guess the next phrase? Yep, put it to the side. We're just getting the chopping done on this stuff before we go anywhere else. Okay. We need 2 tablespoons of minced parsley. What am I pulling cilantro out for? Okay, this one's gotta go. Now the big thing is oh, don't use the stems, just scrape the leaves off of the parsley. I've never heard anything so stupid in my life. Oh yeah. I hear these new chefs and some of the things they require. And I'm saying, huh? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Is this a little more? Probably. When you mince it really fine, which they're requesting, you can get pretty flat in a hurry. Yeah, I put the olives to the side too. I'm putting everything to the side. But you can see this is going to be a very interesting one. Now am I done? I did that, I did that. I think I'm done. All right, put the parsley to the side. All right, you're gonna need a pot, and we're gonna cook the pasta. I'll show you what the pasta looks like so you know exactly which one we're doing. Because this book, I used a different term. This pasta is called rotini. That's what we want, a rotini. I'll call it by a different name in this book. Okay, Sandra, stock time. Now they say cook in salt water your pasta, but I've got to get some bone broth. I'm going to add some bone broth in it. Bone broth makes sure that your bones stay strong so you don't have dentures, you don't end up with arthritis, you don't end up with a lot of things. So let me go get one. I'll put you on pause. Okay. I'm just taking the fat off the top. If it was winter, that would have been a rock. It would have been nice, hard fat on top. This one came from that big joint that I showed you. And then after I pressure cooked it for like 3 days, and always refilling the water because I'd run out. That will give me beautiful flavor in the pasta. It'll protect my bones. I get extra vegetables by using a vegetable stock. My bones, I try to cover everything you can and waste as little as possible. Do I waste? Sure I do. But I try not to waste any more than I have to. So we're going to get a pot ready for pasta. Now I'll add salt after, because whatever liquid I have from the pasta I throw into the garden. So I won't add the salt at that point. I'll add it later. I know a lot of people say, oh, but you messed it up. It doesn't have the salt. Believe you me, we get the salt. Maybe not the way they want it done, but I get it done my way. Let me light my stove and get this on. Okay, get this over here. Don't need this right now. All right, I've already preserved my lemons. I do not think you can buy these in the store. This is something you're gonna have to do. I'll give you this recipe. I used the different one, but I can't remember what cookbook it came in to give it to you, but they're pretty much the same. These are my preserved lemons. They've been in the refrigerator for a good while in the back of it. Just letting them ferment and do what they have to do. So I'm going to be reading this to you, so if you wish to know how to preserve lemons, please take notes here. First off, what you're going to need is 4 lemons. You're going to need 1/4 cup of kosher salt. You'll need 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1/2 cup of fresh lemon juice. Now that's what you need. Now, if you want to know about preserved lemons having enticing flavor that lends brightness to a variety of dishes, Middle Eastern and original in origin, they warrant space in any pantry, although they must age for a week, for the preparation time is minimal. All right, I've given you the history on it, and I've given you the ingredients. Now this is how you're going to do it. You're going to wash and thoroughly dry your lemons. Now, using a sharp knife, cut each lemon crosswise into 6 slices. Remove and discard the seeds, and in a small bowl, combine the lemons, salt, and sugar. Pack the lemons into an impeccably clean, dry pint jar. I used a quart. Pour in the lemon juice, cover the jar with plastic wrap, and place its lid on tightly. Now you set the jar of lemons in a cool, dark place for at least 7 days. Every other day, turn it upside down so that all the lemon slices are evenly bathed in the juice. Preserved lemons will keep in the refrigerator for up to 2 months. All right? Mine didn't have a limit on how long I could do mine. They said get them in, and I just did the way they said. All right. Now, we've got to get a spice blender or a food mill or anything. We have to puree 9 of the sun-dried tomatoes to make 2/3 of a cup. So I could only get half and chop, so I got halves. So they want how many did I read? They want 9 of these. An easy way. Isn't that easy? Let me get my spice blender, because that's exactly where I'm going with mine. You want them drained? want drained, how many you don't want drained. Okay, well this is for the other ones. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Didn't say whole. All right. Okay. And you want to make how much? 2/3 a cup of puree? Okay. Sure too. Sometimes when they say stuff, you hear me reread it like 5 times. 5 ounces. This is 8 ounces. Oh, we're going to need more than this. This is not going to cut it. I'm just getting ready to measure it. You want how much? 2/3? Oh, we're going to put a lot more than this in. So they want exactly 9. Oh! That's half, and that's not even a, that's just clearing a third. I need a fork. Don't I read the recipes before I use them? Of course. That's how I pick them out for what I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. All right, we got another 9 halves. Seems they mean exactly 9 whole ones. Thank God I didn't use. I bought 2 jars just in case to make sure I had enough. Nothing else in the kitchen is smelling good. Okay, I think I got these blended. Well, this should be 2/3 all together. So they want not halves, but 9 whole sun-dried tomatoes packed in olive oil. And that will give you just about 2/3. Smells good. still not quite. Yeah, I'm going to need 2 bottles, just what I thought I was going to need. About a half. This should take me 2/3. Okay. I used a whole jar to get 2/3. I don't know what size their tomatoes were. Okay, that's 2/3. You know what I'm going to say, put it to the side. Everything's going to the side. Even the olives. I'll clean that up after. Okay. We're just getting everything ready to put this thing together. All right, let's see. I'm just getting things ready to take care of the lemons while we're waiting for the pasta. Once the pasta cooks, we'll be going ABC throughout this whole meal. Okay. I cut mine a little different. Use the saran wrap to cover your lemons to prevent it from tearing your lid up and having metal in your lemons. Okay, you want 1/4 of a cup. Okay. Put the preserved lemons to the side. Put this back here. All right, we're going to need, all right, 2 tablespoons of capers. Well, I got this here. I need 2 tablespoons of capers. Measuring spoons for this. I'll put it in a 1/2 cup. That should be good enough. I'm using bowls, plates, to get everything together. What are capers? Capers are little tiny flowers, the buds, before they open. What flowers? I have no idea. I couldn't even answer that. I could look it up, but I don't feel like it. And I bet you one of you are going to ask me, and then I'll have to look it up. Okay, put that to the side. All right, let's see if we got everything. We got the preserved lemons, we've got the sun-dried tomatoes, we have water, the salt I haven't added yet, we have the pasta, we haven't gotten the olive oil yet. We got the garlic, the calamansi olives, we got the capers, we don't have the lemon zest yet. I'll probably have to go upstairs and get that because it's in the closet upstairs. So give me a minute and I'll be back. Okay, the pasta is ready. I mean the water is ready for the pasta. It's boiling, so pour your pasta in. All right, I'm using a whole pound of pasta. This is lemon peel that I have dehydrated. They want a whole tablespoon of lemon zest, and this is literally what it is. If you don't know what lemon zest is, it's actually just lemon peel with the pith off of it. They want a whole tablespoon, so I don't know how much that would be doing it fresh, so I couldn't tell you how many lemons, but if you do enough of fresh lemons, I'm sure you would know. I just do it this way and I save a lot. Yeah, that'll cover me. See? They're really great to do. This equipment was actually created by men to make women's lives more easy in the kitchen. The pasta, they want al dente, and that is when it still is firm but not crunchy. So again, a dente, that's what it means. So you'll taste a little bit of the firmness. It won't be crunchy, but it'll be firm in the center. That's when you know you hit it al dente. Well, you should say al dente. I just say dente. That is just at the point of doneness. Now I have a little extra here, so I'll just put it in a small bowl. And I'll have that. So I might put some lemon. I'm thinking about making blueberry coconut muffins like I told you. I think it would be good today to snack on. It's a way of having a dessert if you wish to say, but the thing is it's, you know, not a lot of cooking. Now do the stalks and the bone broth change some of the flavor to the pasta? Just a little, but not enough that I would complain about it, because I'd rather my health more than anything. Because it's, you know, you can go out and eat stuff and you can cook it, but when you get old and you get sick and you're not happy about it, you can't blame anybody but yourself for it. So, you know, it's important. Sandra, if you keep on getting your books wet, your books are going to look warped. Two-quart baking dish. Well, let me see how big the pasta is there. Is this the 2-quart that I have down here? No, I think this is a 1-quart that I got. Doesn't have anything written on it. Wait a minute. I don't need that. No, this is not a 2.5 quart. This is 1.5. Okay, so I have to get this one up here. And I know this one will hold it. I'm gonna grease the casserole, baking dish I should say, to make sure. You want to go to clean it. It will be easy. You know what's funny, in the summer my lard is, I have to put it in the refrigerator if I want it hard, but in the winter, in colder months, I don't have to. And keep it in the counter. Put it in the cabinet, it'll stay hard because it's winter. All right, we've got everything done. We will be baking this dish at 325. So this is called a moderate low. I should test you guys on these temperatures and terminologies. See if you learn them. I'm waiting for the pasta. Yay! I use this large strainer to bring it out so I can sit there and let the stock cool and then throw it out in the yard. So I put it in a large bowl, mix it up. Let's see, did I get everything? Yes, we got that, we got that, we got that, we got that, we got that. Alright, in a small saucepan, they want a heavy duty one on the bottom. But you don't see it on this one. If you feel it, it's a thick bottom. And who makes this one? All Clad. Okay. How much olive oil do you want me to have? Alright, they want a half a cup of olive oil on a low flame. They do not want the garlic to burn. Well, I have something in a measuring cup, so I can't use it. This is my olive blend, but I'm going to use it in place of it because it's mostly olive oil anyway, but I put stuff in it. What do you want me to do next? Alright, they want us to heat this olive oil up slowly. So a low heat they recommend. I can't bring you over here right now, I'm busy. Pour a half a cup of olive oil in your pan. They do not want the garlic to burn or to turn brown. What you're actually going to do under low heat, you're going to cook all the flavors out of the garlic into that oil. So the oil will have a garlicky flavor. Just like if you're making a vinaigrette and you want a rosemary, you can stick it into the vinegar or into the oil and let it sit for months if you wish, and then it'll have that strong flavor that you want. So by heating the oil up very slowly, and we're going to add the garlic to it, it's going to do it on a faster scale. So I just added my garlic, and we're just going to let it do what it has to do. See how this pasta is going. Okay, it's al dente. I have the pot here with the pasta in it. I'll show you. See, if you overcook the pasta, you're going to lose the shape of it. So al dente is very important. When you try it, it'll be firm, but not crunchy in the center. That's how you know when you hit that point. Fluids back on the stove, let it cool, and then I'll take it outside. Okay, move over here now. So that's what we're doing. We're just cooking this right now. Now they're not going to be brown. We're just cooking the flavor out of them. We're going to start putting this other stuff together now. Okay, we have that. Now let's see. What lemon mixture? Boy, you repeat yourself so. Alright. Puree. Okay, add your puree. Your capers. The parsley. Add the olives. Add your lemon preserves. What else do you want? Added. They want the zest, which is a tablespoon. And I think that's about a tablespoon. else I'm missing here? Got the parsley, got the zest, I got the capers, the olives, the curry, lemons. Oh, and the cheese. And the cheese. In other words, we're just adding just about everything to this. We're mixing it all together. I'm going to have to add salt now. Turn your garlic off and turn it to the side. Okay. Add your garlic, stir it around again. This will keep the pasta from drying out, because we do have to bake it. This is what you call a very, very, very healthy salad. Pasta dish, not salad. Oh, it's almost like one. Take the walnuts. That's why I said, look at this. This is an amazing dish. I mean, you could not complain about this dish. We're going to bake it for about 20 minutes, give the cheese time to melt. Make sure it's in the middle of your oven. That is going to be good. You know it's going to be good. Yeah, well, where do you want me to put those tomatoes? Okay, I guess you want me to put them on top. Okay. All right. Now, they want you to garnish. Well, that's cooking for 20 minutes. All right, so that'll be 17. Wait, 9. Let me see. For some strange reason, I can't do my math this morning. 7, 14. All right, there'll be 14 after. Let me get another jar. What you're going to do with the last of the whole sun-dried tomatoes is cut them in half. Mine are already cut in half, so I don't have to. That's nifty. They want you to take these last ones and garnish the top of it with these. Wait a minute. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now with these, they want you to garnish it when it's done cooking. All right. Now, you can just lay them on top, or you can cut them in slivers if you wish. I might just leave them like this and put them on top. Okay, so when it's done cooking, I will be back. Okay, I just took it out. I'm going to show you, just making sure you don't fall over again. Here it is. That's it. That's how I'm going to do it. Now you can cut these tomatoes in little strips and sprinkle them on, or any way you want, but I'm just going to leave mine very simple, like this, and that is it. So listen, you take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.